Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It is Sunday. I'm back on a Sunday. Seems to be the new whatever, the new it day. But we are here to do the new moon in Leo. So we are in Leo season. It is happy birthday to all the Leos out there. I'm right there with you. Really enjoyed my birthday last week. And so welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to do the pick a card for this new moon, which I was in meditation this morning and I could just feel the energies vibrating. So this Leo full moon, new moon is going to be powerful. This new moon is going to be powerful. So good morning, everyone. Welcome. Good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're seeing this on the replay. And for those of you who are here live, thank you so much. I am Melissa L. Watkins, evidential medium and master instructor with integrated energy therapy. So that is what we're doing today. We're going to do this pick a card for the new moon in Leo. And I feel like this is all about new opportunities, new beginnings. The portal is this week, the 888 portal this week. So Lionsgate energy, I'm feeling very strongly also in this energy. So this is going to be an interesting pick a card because I feel like there's just going to be more than just the new moon energy, right? But I am feeling the new beginnings. If you're part of my Guidance 311 group on Facebook, you saw the weekend card reveal this morning. And I think the running theme, right, in all of the choices, there was something about a new beginning or receiving something, right? So this is the energy I'm really feeling we're stepping into. And the card deck that I was called to use for this pick a card to start us off was the Magic of the Unicorns. And interestingly enough, one of the things so last weekend there was a gem show, a very small gem show in my area, but I was kind of called to go to it. And I'm glad I did because I was drawn to this guy. I don't know if his color is really showing up on camera very well, but he's a lavender and it's amethyst. So this is an amethyst unicorn. And I really liked him. I don't know. There was something about the beard. There was something about that strong facial expression. I don't know. It just this was the only crystal that really drew me of everything that was there at the show. So this unicorn dragon is going to be with us going forward, really helping us to tap into those higher dimensional frequencies of the unicorns. And so this new moon energy is going to be very high dimensional, taking you into high dimensions and calling on your unicorns, I feel like is going to be really beneficial. So that's what we're going to be doing this pick a card. So yes, like I said, I don't know if his color is really translating all that well on camera, but he is a beautiful lavender and dark lavender, not gray. He is a beautiful amethyst. So, and I don't want to put my hand on his beard because I don't know. There was something about the beard. Like we think of unicorns as these warm, fuzzy, kid-friendly beings, right? These stuffed animals, all the things, all the unicorns out there, right? They're warm, they're fuzzy, they're soft, they're but there was a fierceness that I think we have to understand that the true unicorns embody a fierceness. Yes, a want to help you. Yes, they want to come in, but I mean, if you think about it, anything with a horn on its head, it's pretty fierce, right? And I feel like that's the energy that I'm feeling for this new moon. There's something fierce. You need to be fierce about something, right? There's a fierceness to this energy. So going through, going towards whatever you want fearlessly, fiercely, really being passionate, really being driven, right? I feel like this is the energy of this new moon that all of these choices are going to embody in some way. So good morning, Tracy. Good morning, Jacqueline. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Darlene. Good evening. Good afternoon, everyone. And if you're watching on the replay, thank you. So please like, subscribe, heart. I truly appreciate all of the support that you can give me as we go forward. Thank you. So that's a new addition to our energy here. All right. So yes, so that is, I think, the beginning message, basically. So we're going to now, I think, just jump into the pick a card, right? So this is going to be 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So take that in. Choose the one that you're drawn to, the one that you're hearing in your head, the one that is resonating or calling you, right? Maybe it's not the one you normally go to. I know in a lot of my pick of cards, I tend to go for 3, and then every once in a while I'm like, oh no, I really have to go for 1 this time, or I really have to go for 2, right? So try to feel into it. Try not to dictate it, right? Try let spirit kind of bringing you to what you need. So in this new moon energy, I'm also was drawn to the Lunar Tarot by Jane Wallace. So it was funny when I was getting this out for the reveal for the weekend card in the Guidance 311 group on Facebook. I was like, oh, I'm going to be using that today. So so we're going to use the Lunar Tarot to dig into the reading. And then I've got some other decks out here that I feel like I'm just going to kind of go to depending on what the message is or what the energy is for each choice. Okay. So each choice might be a little different after the general message. So I think that's what we're doing today. Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday. And if you're watching this on the replay, welcome. So, and I want to welcome all my new subscribers on YouTube. Holy cow. In the last week and a half, we've jumped a good 12 members. So welcome. I'm so excited that and I know I'm being found, guys, because I'm starting to get those negative comments about, being a fraud or being a this or being a that, right? So we're making an impact, and that is what I'm being called to do. So I'm really, really excited about that. The first time I saw it years ago, I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And now I'm like, oh, okay, I'm being seen. Okay, my message is getting out there. Okay, that's okay. So, yeah, just know that if you're leaving me a negative comment, it will be deleted. I'm just gonna send you light and love, just because I can't be upset or angry with anybody who just maybe doesn't understand. Because honestly, if you're finding me positive or negative, right, there's something here for you. And if you're not ready to receive it, that's okay. Maybe someday you'll be back and you will be ready to receive it. So we never know how this is going to go, right? We never know. So yeah, I'm just excited to be here. Subscriptions are going up, memberships are going up. We're just doing good stuff, and it's all due to you guys. Those of you who've been with me for a while, and especially those of you who've been with me from the beginning, right? So thank you, everyone. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So the birthday special ended, unfortunately. So anyone who wants to work with me this month, last call this month for the 45% off the 3 package deal with integrated energy therapy, the 3-month subscription with integrated energy therapy. So if you want more information about that, link in the description box. But yeah, here we go. Are we ready? Are we ready? Whew. All right. So, what I would ask you to do is if you're here live or even on the replay, please drop down the card that you were called to, and I'll hold them up one more time before we get started. So, we've got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. All right. So drop that number in the comments, whether you're watching this live on YouTube or on replay or live on Facebook or on replay. Drop that comment. All right. So I'm just excited to be here with you guys. I don't know what it is about this morning. I got up and I did the reveal real quick, literally like minutes after I got out of bed. I was just, when you get out of bed or when you just wake up, like you're still in connection with spirit, right? You're still kind of in that brainwave state that connects you in, right? And so I always feel like I just want to get right into speaking with spirit. And so sometimes that translates into sharing that with you guys. And that's what happened this morning. I totally shared it with you guys. I was like, okay, I really want to get in this energy, right? I really want to be in this energy. So I'm gonna pull those cards right now. So thank you, everyone. All right, here we go. Number 1, caring community, participate and belong, enrich your life. So this new moon in Leo, caring community, participate and belong, enrich your life. Yeah, I feel like this is calling you to play bigger, to be a part of your community, whether it's your family, your friend group, your work situation, or your community at large, or the world community, right? So this is about you shining your light in whatever community you're being called to do that in. This Leo new moon is going to bring you an opportunity to share your light, to step into your power and be your most authentic self. This is about not being quiet anymore. This isn't about just kind of staying isolated in your home, doing your own thing. This is truly asking you to now share your gifts, share your talents, share who you are and what you embody. The world is starting to embrace an understanding of oneness. Yeah, coming into unity consciousness, right? As this happens, fifth dimensional communities are starting to form. A caring community is based on heart-to-heart connection, kindness, inclusion, cooperation, seeing the best in others, and empowering them. When you are a part of this, you feel you belong and are supported, so you want to contribute joyfully for the highest good of all, and your life becomes enriched. If you are already part of a caring community, your guidance is actively to deepen your commitment to it. If you are not, it is to take a step towards co-creating a caring community in your workplace or your neighborhood. Smile at a neighbor, talk to someone, volunteer, plant some flowers in a communal place, or actively do something to bring people together. You can make a difference. Your community is part of your support system. It roots you into an area. The more you participate, the more you belong and the safer you feel. Spirituality, it lights up your chakras. During the legendary golden era of Atlantis, the people formed fifth dimensional communities in which they worked and played together in a way that served the communal good. Each individual contributed what brought them soul satisfaction, and this was embraced and encouraged by everyone. Living in a happy, caring fifth dimensional community enables them to maintain a high frequency so unicorns connected to them. Take steps toward community. Be kind to someone today. Actively include someone. Visualize community. Close your eyes and call in your unicorn. Ask it to fill you with fifth dimensional community light. Picture every dwelling in your area radiating pink and gold light. Every front door is wide open. People are talking to each other and laughing. Everyone is happily cooperating for the highest good of all. Notice how this feels. And the affirmation is, I bring people together. All right, let's see what wants to be added to this message. Good morning, Cynthia. All right, the first one came out. Yeah, justice. Look at that, integrity. Yeah, this caring community, to be a part of that, to maybe even start that, but to be a member in society, in your family, in whatever community this is really kind of calling you to, right? It's about being in your integrity, because when you're in your integrity, the people around you will be called to be in their integrity. And anybody who isn't in their integrity, anybody who is more into manipulation or deception or fear energy, criticism, judgment, jealousy, they will feel uncomfortable. And I feel like this is a situation where you won't have to worry about them being there and disrupting what you're building, or your energy field of cooperation and kindness, right? They're going to feel uncomfortable. They're going to take themselves away, or you're going to trigger them to be better, right? Maya Angelou says, when we know better, we do better, right? And so for some of us, we've got a lot of people out there on the fence. They want to be better, but maybe the people they're around or the situations they're around are more lower frequency, and it's easier to be jealous or act jealous. It's easier to talk about jealousy. It's easier to talk about criticisms and judgment because that's what they talk about, right? It's harder to say, I don't talk about that, or just to be quiet, because they're going to notice that, right? So this is a situation where you may help those people who are on the fence that want to be better, but they're not around people who are better. So it's harder to be better, right? So I think this is where we can be impactful in this new moon. We're being called to really stand in our integrity, to embody who we are, shine our light, because that's what's going to draw to you. Yeah, the unconscious. Yeah. This is about waking the unconscious up, guys. And you are a part of that. If you've been drawn to card number 1 in this Leo new moon, you're being called to help the unconscious, the ones that are on the fence, the ones that they know they want more, they just don't know how to get more, right? They don't know how impactful being in integrity can be. They don't know how impactful and what benefits they're going to get by living in love, by being in integrity, right? Okay, so the flip side of this, for those of you who are like, yeah, that sounds great, but what about me, right? Because I'm definitely feeling that. So let's get the third card. Yeah, okay, let's get the third card. So what I'm feeling for those of you individually with this message for caring community, staying in integrity, unconscious, right? There are those of you who are still working in some unconscious level, right? So some of you in this energy are really being shown where you're working in unconscious level, right? You're not being integral. You're not standing in your integrity. This new moon energy is kind of highlighting to you where you're not being caring to yourself. You're not loving yourself. You're not being in fifth dimensional energy because of unconscious programming you're still dealing with, right? The third card that came out was Voyage, 3 of Wands, right? So this is where it's time for you to take steps towards living authentically, standing in your power. This Leo new moon is calling you to be better, right? Stand up for yourself. Be integral, like say what you mean and mean what you say. And anybody that's not like that around you is going to get very uncomfortable, right? But this is about you standing up for yourself. This is about you coming out of any unconscious pattern. So I feel like this new moon energy is going to be highlighting for you yourself where you've been unconscious, where you've still been maybe a little more critical, or again, an unconscious level. You haven't been doing it consciously, but on an unconscious level, you've been maybe more critical, or you've been more afraid. You've been more fear-based. You've been more negative in some area of your life. And so now it's time to step out of that. It's time to leave that old unconscious behavior and pattern behind you. So I feel like for card number 1, this is about you coming into a caring community in your own life, that it is now time for you to have partnership with high vibrational people. And what's been holding you back is your unconscious patterning. I just had cards take off on me. Sorry, guys. Your unconscious patterning that's kind of held you back on a level that you didn't realize, right? We work a lot with this in integrated energy therapy, that we have patterns unconscious that are in our issues and our tissues, right? They're stuck in our emotional body that we didn't even know we were holding on to, that was holding us back. So we were trying to raise our frequency. We were trying to live in love. We were trying to manifest. We were trying to Be the beacon, be the light, whatever it is, right? However this is resonating for you. But this is the unconscious patterning or trauma that has been holding you back. And I feel like there's something coming up in this new moon energy that's going, oh, that's why I couldn't get to the next level. That's why I couldn't get over that hurdle. That's why that person really would never talk to me. That's why that situation was never getting figured out, right? Because there was something within me buried deep that I was carrying that was holding me back, right? And I feel like in this new moon, that is coming to the surface. So you're going to be hit with some epiphany or some situation that is either um, another go around with someone you've already gone around with, or it's somebody else, but it's the same feeling, right? It's the same feeling. You're having the same frustration. You're having the same, I can't figure this out. Why am I in this situation again? Why are we at this point again? And it's because there's something within you that's been holding you back for years, right? For some of you, decades. This Leo new moon is bringing it up because it's finally ready to be released. So whatever's coming up that's uncomfortable, you've got to feel it to release it. So have that journal moment, have that crying jag, have that shutting the door and keeping people out for a day. Whatever you need to do as this emotion comes up. And this is going to be really important that you don't word vomit on anybody through text messaging, that you don't have a confrontation with anybody, because again, this unconscious pattern is coming up, and it's not because it's time for you to have closure. No such thing. That's something you give yourself, which is what you're doing in this energy. So for some of you, this is a situation where you're giving yourself closure. You're like, I'm not doing that again. I'm getting out of that energy now. I'm stopping this right here. This is done. I don't not talk about that anymore. I don't let you cross that boundary anymore. I don't hold on to that feeling anymore. Whatever it is, card number 1, whatever it is, this is how you're raising your frequency to get into that 5th dimensional unity consciousness of cooperation. Because there's something that's been in your energy field that's been keeping you in that competition. And that's what's coming up. So it's going to be really important for you to start staying in your integrity around everybody. And those 1 or 2 people who didn't get that version of you, they're now going to be getting that new version of you. And it's going to kind of put them off a little bit. And they either love you enough to accept that or they don't. But this is your new reality. This is your life. This is your new frequency. Whew. All right. That was a big message. Not going to lie. Good morning, Alphonse. Good morning, Lori. Whew. All right. I want to get these cards that went flying. Yeah. Look at that. 3 of Swords. Grief. 3 of Swords, grief. Yeah, this is there's going to be some grief involved because like I said, some people are not going to accept this new version of you. So this may be where you're finally cutting off a relationship. You're finally cutting off a situation where you're like, I'm done. I'm walking away. I can't do it anymore. You don't get it. You don't want to get it. You want to stay in blame and shame. You want to stay in negativity and fear, and you want to stay in all those things. But I see it now. I'm not unconscious anymore. I'm not letting my ego run the show anymore. I'm now taking my higher self in integrity, because that's what's going to bring me what I want. That's what's going to help me manifest what I want. That's going to bring me the right people in the right situations. So yeah, in card number 1, there may be some grief. And I totally lost your card of community, but caring people. Yeah. There may be caring, you have to go through caring people, and you may have to leave some uncaring people. And it's not that I'm demonizing anyone. It's just people are where they are. And sometimes we just have to leave them there. but this is a 3-3. This is divinely guided. You are protected to go in a new direction. Spirit is saying it's time. It's time to get into intuition, into inspiration, in going in the way that you know that it's right for you. It's time for you to stop being unconscious, and it's time for you to receive justice. And you can only do that by getting in cooperation with the people who are going to love you for who you are. Card number 1. All right. Let's get some advice for you. Morning, Joe. All right. What is the advice, Spirit? What is the advice? Card number 1, Leo, new moon. Yeah. Why did you go through that? Learning experience. You needed to learn who they were. You needed to learn how you were reacting or acting in that situation that was positive and negative, so that you could evolve, you could grow, you could expand. And you can only do that when you learn. So whatever the situation is or relationship was, no matter how long-term or short-term it was, there was a powerful and profound epiphany that comes with it. That's what that light is. That's the lesson, the epiphany, the aha moment. The light bulb went on. Oh, this person really is who they are, and it ain't good. Or this situation really is never going to be anything more than it is. I'm not going to get what I want. I have to change. I'm the only one that can. I can model for the other people or person in the situation, but that's all I can do. And sometimes people will take that lesson that you learned and you took and you ran with, and that model that you gave them will show them that they too can evolve and expand and change and grow and have, right? But unfortunately, you're going to have to make the hard decision. That's up to you. And that's what this Leo new moon is bringing you. Is bringing you. Card number 1. So, sending you lots of light and love. Thank you for being here. I hope that resonated. Oh, you're very welcome, Tracy. You're very welcome. Alphonse, these are pick a card, so please take what resonates, and I will be back Tuesday for individual card readings. So thank you. All right, card number 2. Just shuffling up the lunar tarot here before we go to use it again. All right, card number 2. Are we ready? Cosmic Emerald, create perfect health, access divine abundance. Look at that, Cosmic Emerald. Create perfect health, access divine abundance. All right, so I'm going to read this. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there it is. Card number 31. This is a card of abundance. It invites you to expand what you believe you deserve and accept plenty from the benevolent universe. Archangel Raphael's cosmic emeralds are a combination of the blue ray of healing and the yellow ray of wisdom. They are a magnificent pale, ethereal, translucent green and contain healing energy, trust, clarity of mind, loyalty, friendship, prosperity, higher enlightenment, and many other qualities at a 9th dimensional frequency. When unicorns add their light to them, their power increases tenfold. So your guidance is to access a cosmic emerald and activate it carefully with the intention and prayer of serving your own highest good and that of the planet. Archangel Raphael is in charge of the development of the third eye chakra of enlightenment, and as this opens, it enables you to see life from a higher, wider spiritual perspective. This center also holds the codes of abundance, consciousness, and the blueprint of your perfect health. These can be ignited by a cosmic emerald. Your guidance is to be clear about your intention to serve the highest good. Then ask what a cosmic emerald be positioned over you and activated to accelerate your spiritual journey with health, happiness, and abundance. You can also ask that it is placed in your third eye chakra to heal and light up the 96 chambers of this center in the best possible way for you. Work with the cosmic emerald. Say the following prayer. Beloved Archangel Raphael, please place a cosmic emerald over me. May your unicorn illuminate it with ninth dimensional light. May it activate my chakras with the codes of perfect health. I ask that my third eye chakra be expanded and enlightened. I now increase my levels of deservingness. Thank you for being me. Name your desires. Thank you for bringing me. Name your desires. For the highest good only, and I accept with gratitude. Visualize a cosmic emerald lit by unicorns surrounding the planet. And the affirmation you can use is, a cosmic emerald brings me abundance. If you have been struggling with worthiness, if you've been holding in codes in your inner child wounding or generational through your DNA of you're not good enough, you don't deserve, it's never for you, whatever the unworthiness was, I'm bad, I'm wrong, I could never be as good as X, Y, or Z, right? This is your confirmation that you do deserve. So call on the unicorn. Use the cosmic emerald prayer to draw a cosmic emerald into your field, because it is time. It is time for you to raise your frequency. When you step into these higher dimensions, even briefly, your frequency is raised. If you're struggling really hard with deserving or with receiving, it's time to get into gratitude. Gratitude for what you do have. Gratitude for what you're receiving in the future. It's time. The divine abundance is always available. It's the accessing it that we have the difficulty with. And I feel like the unicorns are coming in, card number 2, to help you access it so that it can get out of what Abraham calls the vortex and get into your physical reality. It's time. That's awesome, Jacqueline. I'm glad. Good morning, Carrie. Good morning, Gail. All right. Let's get some lunar tarot to go with this. All right, we got 4. I was going for 3. We got 4. Yeah, this is big. This is big transformation. Big endings, big beginnings. And it's going to take determination. Things are changing. Things are changing, but are you prepared to let what's leaving go? Are you determined to receive what it is that you deserve? Because this is a rebirth. Look at this. Holy cow. You got the Death card, the Chariot, and the Empress. Holy cow. So even if you're male, this Empress energy is activating your divine feminine, your ability to create in your own life. So yes, if you chose card number 2, this Leo new moon is bringing you the rebirth of rebirths. This is total transformation. Something big in your life is changing, even if it's just that is within your heart chakra. That is just, it's like your heart chakra is like being flipped over. So anything that was dead and decayed and hurt and traumatized is now being expelled. So that heart chakra, that green, beautiful, brilliant heart chakra is being activated in a way that you've not had it activated in a long, long time. This rebirth is happening in your heart chakra so that you can not only love others, but love yourself in a way that you've never been able to before or haven't been able to since you were a child. Because this Leo new moon is bringing you into the ability to have celebration. And you can't do that in your current situation. You can't do that in the current energy that you are embodying. It's time. It's time to activate your emerald, your cosmic emerald, to heal that part of you, that beautiful heart chakra. Rebirthing your love, your ability to give and receive love, but rebirthing your self-love. The ability to love yourself unconditionally. Because many of you who chose card number 2, it's about parenting yourself at this point. So whatever trauma that you embodied as a small child that shut you down, whatever emotional neglect that you lived through as a small child, that nurturing that you did not receive as a small child, the things you deserved when you came in as that infant that you did not receive, this energy is bringing it back to you from God, from source. Because it is time to love yourself. It is time to be worthy of love. It is time for you to come into connection with God, Christ consciousness, your higher self, your oversoul, whatever you believe in, the higher power. That's what you're being rebirthed back into, that connection to your divinity, your magnificence. And that is going to cause for wonderful celebration. Pile number 2, this Leo new moon is taking something from you that it's time for it to be gone. It could be a person out of your life, or it could just be that emotion of resentment, betrayal, threat, very primal shame that you were given, that you did not deserve, that it's time to release. And it's going to happen through this rebirthing process. So card number 2, it's going to be really, really important for you to lean on your guides, your angels, your ascended masters as you go through this process of rebirth. Stay determined. Stay determined to get to the other side. Don't give up, no matter how hard it gets. The hard conversations you have to have with yourself or with others. Have them from that loving place of your heart, drop down into your heart. But I feel like this energy is not going to allow you to put it off anymore. It's not going to allow you to walk away from it anymore, to shelve it anymore, to hide it in the closet anymore, to whatever you've been doing to keep it away from you. This Leo new moon is bringing it out to the forefront. What the problem is, whether it's an internal or an external or both, because remember, our internal reality creates our external reality. Yep, there it is. Trust the universe. Good morning, Marcia. Good morning, honey. Trust the universe because they got your back. It's your time to ascend. It's your time to come into your power. It's time for you to light that divinity, that spark of divinity within yourself so that you can feel your sovereignty, your power coming into your wisdom, your mastery in whatever way in your life this is taking shape on. But it's time. There's no more playing small. There's no more putting up with something. There's no more allowing something to be just because it's easier. It's not easier. It's stealing your energy. It's taking from you on a daily basis this putting up with. You don't deserve that. You deserve better. You deserve more. You deserve the celebration. Pile number 2, it's time. Whatever the hard decision is that you've not been wanting to make, it is time to trust the universe and call in the unicorns and the cosmic emerald. Use that prayer and meditation to help you feel your deservingness, because it's time. It's time to nurture yourself, love yourself, give to yourself, heal those wounds that were given to you at the very onset of your life that you did not deserve. It's time to parent yourself, to get out of survival mode. And if you're watching this and you're like, I don't know how the hell to do that. I don't know how to do that, right? That's what integrated energy therapy is all about. If you need help, go to my website, check out my page. Let's get started. Let's be done with you not receiving, always being in lack, always being put upon, always being pushed to the back, always not having what you need, always being depressed, always being upset, always being anxious, and not knowing why, not knowing how to change it. That's what you're being called to do in this in energy. Pile number 2. It's exactly what this energy is about for you. It's time. It's time. All right. Whew. All right, pile number 3. Wow. All of these, when I do a video, I'm called to do it, right? Like, I don't and not able to like turn spirit off. So when they're like, we got a message, let's get it out, right? I was like, wow, I just did this video. I just did that video. I just did this message. I just did that message. Really? I'm going to do a new moon video right on the back of all of that. Okay. And here we are. Spirit has big, big messages, especially for those light workers who are finding me, because it is time to step into your power. It is time to let go of all the BS, because it is now time for you to be in higher vibrational frequency, shining your light to help those people who are still working in unconscious patterning or working on the fence. They see, or they're getting indications of the truth, but they don't know how to trust and act on it, right? It's time for you to shine your light, because it's time. It's time for us to come into unity consciousness. That's what this is all about, guys. It's time. It's time for you to have the best relationship. It's time for you to have happiness. It's time for you to feel light and buoyant. It's time for you to receive everything you deserve. So it's yes on the macro level, right? It's about shining your light and pulling other people in. On the micro level, it's about you starting to live your authenticity and the joy that you came to planet Earth to have, the right relationship, the soulmate connections that are most compatible, right? The financial freedom, like all of that, honestly, is going to be the product of you doing the work for the macro. Your micro can only get better. Your life, your experiences, your relationships are only going to get better if you are living in alignment with your truth, your inspiration, your divine guidance, your divinity that comes through your soul, your heart. So I don't want you to think that like what I'm talking about is unattainable. It's not. I feel like this Leo new moon is calling you to be like, I'm going to take the step. I'm going to have the conversation. I'm going to break away. I'm going to do. I'm going to be. I'm going to do what's right for me, even though I'm absolutely terrified. Because what I've been living don't work. The unhappiness that I've been swimming in, I'm tired of. I've had enough of. The fear that resides in my belly and my solar plexus that is always there, spiking my cortisol, making me feel like I'm frozen with fear because I don't have the money to pay that bill. Because maybe this is the month that they come and take my car. I can only buy half the groceries I need. So now I got to buy the stuff I don't really want, but the stuff that makes a cheap meal, right? Because I got to feed all of us. I get that you're having really, really, really real situations, right? I know my car needs to be fixed, but it's still running, so I'm going to keep driving it because I can't afford to fix it, right? When you get right on the inside, all of those things will get right on the outside. And you say, how? You don't know how. I don't know how. God knows how. Your spirit guides know how. Your guardian angel knows how. That's the surrender piece. That's where we got to get. That's what this work is all about. Helping you get to a place where you can surrender to God, to your angels, to your higher self. Because when you're vibrating in those frequencies, all of the negative frequencies, the jealousy, the rage, the hate, the lust, the greed, you're not in connection with those anymore. And you're not going to be in connection with people in connection with those. I was asked in a reading the other day, are demons real? Because I keep having these experiences in my dreams. Yeah, they're real. Yes, they are. But I teach in my mediumship course that if you're resonating at frequencies that are higher than jealousy, higher than criticism and judgment, when you get into contentment and boredom, maybe you can't get to gratitude and joy and compassion yet. You're not there yet, right? That's okay. But if you can get to contentment, if you can get to boredom, right, you're higher than those negative frequencies. Those negative frequencies can't get to you. You can call them demons, you can call them entities, you can call them whatever you want. But it's like you've soured the milk. You've soured the milk, that you don't feel good to them. They have to go somewhere else to get their feeding, their energetic feeding. That's what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to sour the milk. Shift your internal so that you can start manifesting the things that you want. You have to get into alignment with what you want. And you get into alignment by getting into the frequency. So if you're someone that's really, really, really in a negative space and you can't get out of it on your own, that's where you call me. That's where we start an integrated energy therapy situation, a journey. Work with the 9 vibrational frequencies of the angels. I'm telling you, once you're in those frequencies, you're gonna transform whatever frequency you're at. And every session we go step by step by step, and you keep raising your frequency. That's how it works. That's why I'm so passionate about this, because I know there are a lot of you that are dealing in those lower frequencies and you don't know how the hell to get out of them because they're attached to you. I can't tell you in how many sessions. And it's always session 2. Session 1 is about balancing. We do a lot of balancing of your energy, right? Helping you to at least feel better so you can start to take on the things that are going to be coming to be released in the next sessions, which is why I do the packages, right? But the second session, there's always, if you've got an entity attachment, that's where I see it released. They come off backs, they come off chests, they come off your, for women, they come off your uterus. This is real. I had no idea I'd be talking about this today, but this is real. This, I was like a lot of you, like, are demons real? Like they just sounded, yeah, negative energy is real. I didn't want to believe it. I was actually in a class, doing a class, and we were practicing mediumship, and one of my students brought through my brother. And basically his message to me was like, wake up. Yes, it's real. There are demons, there are entities, there are negative attachments, there are these lower things that want to feed off of you. They want to ruin your life. makes them feel better about themselves or whatever, however that works, right? But it's real. Would I like to bury my head in the sand and act like it's not real? Absolutely. And I think that's what I was trying to do. And he was like, okay, wake up, smack me upside the head. That's what he had to do. Like, wake up. This stuff is real and you can get out of it because we're in a vibrational frequency universe. Quantum physics is proving all of this. I don't have to do a dang thing, right? You don't have to do a dang thing. What you need to do, though, is just learn. It's just learn and then start taking the steps in the education, the learning, right, to change your frequency. Parenting yourself, forgiving those who hurt you, not staying in jealousy, not staying in woulda, coulda, shoulda, not staying in revenge, resentment, letting it go because it's only hurting you. It's only keeping you down. Good morning, Colleen. Okay. Whew. Well, that was a message that I think we all needed to hear. I know I needed to hear it. Yeah, it's time. It's time for us to raise the consciousness of our lives. We'll raise the consciousness of the planet. But anything you do on the micro level is going to impact the macro, right? And we're being called to definitely impact our micro, our own situations. Because when we impact our own situations, we're going to impact the people around us, whether they want it or not. And some will step up and they'll move down the road with you, and some will step off. Maybe they'll be back, maybe they won't, but you keep going in the direction you're being guided to go. That's the important piece. Good morning, Jen. All right. Card number 3. After all that. Stargate of Lyra, or Lyra. Expand your causal chakra, enter the unicorn kingdom. Yeah. Card number 3, there it is. You are totally being called to enter the unicorn kingdom. I don't want to get that so you can see it. There it is. Oh, Colleen. Awesome, honey. One step at a time. You'll get there. Lyra is a magnificent cross-shaped stargate between this universe and others. Beyond it lies the unicorn kingdom. Archangel Christiel, the wondrous white angel of peace, overlights it. This card invites you to visit the unicorn kingdom through the stargate of Lyra. Ask your unicorn to take you there with Archangel Christiel will open the gate for you. When you enter, feel the ocean of tranquility and love as thousands of unicorns surround you, pouring pure white Christ light over you. This purifies your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies. Then they stream light into your third eye to expand it and awaken it to higher possibilities. After this, they illuminate your heart center to open it more fully. Finally, they cleanse and heal you at a soul level before cascading sparkling diamond light and generous blessings over you. Look for a quiet space where you can absorb this. This is also a card of higher service. It invites you to develop your causal chakra above and slightly behind your crown so that it lights up and becomes a portal through which unicorns can enter Earth. To help you, Archangel Christiel will send a finger of his light via the moon to the spiritual center. His light will be stepped down to a frequency that can accept and will open and activate your personal gateway to the angelic realms. Focus on this transcendent chakra and see it glowing above you like a personal moon so that unicorn can come through it to Earth. So these are the steps to enter the Stargate of Lyra. Ride on your unicorn to a huge pearlescent gates of Lyra. Archangel Christiel welcomes and blesses you. Enter the unicorn kingdom. As you explore it, receive healing and blessings. Archangel Christiel's light beams through the moon into your causal chakra. Your chakra expands and shimmers like a personal moon above you. How many unicorns step through it into your planet? And the affirmation: my causal chakra is a unicorn portal. Wow, that's beautiful because with this 888 portal opening this week, this would be a really good time to activate this portal. All right, card number 3. Let's see what Spirit wants to. Expand this message with. The Lovers, commitment, love. I mean, that's what the unicorns are all about, right? Bringing love onto the planet, bringing love into your heart, bringing love into your life. So card number 3, I really feel like that's what the unicorns are doing with this portal with you, is helping you to expand your causal chakra to bring love into your life. That it's the causal chakra is also about releasing generational curses and past life patterns and behaviors. So I feel like with you being called to expand your causal chakra, it's about clearing that out. It's about allowing that light, Christ light, to come in to expand your life in this lifetime, to have the love that you deserve. Whether that's being able to step into self-love, or whether that's about having a connection with a most compatible soulmate, right? Or a twin flame union that has found their way back to each other, right? So however this is resonating for you, card number 3, that's what I feel like this is all about. It's about relationship for you, relationship to self, relationships to others, but this is about you coming into this connection that brings results. So I feel like card number 3, this is about you coming into connection with your higher self, with the unicorns, with the frequency of love, with expanding your causal chakra, because it is time for you to have results. So for those of you who've like, I've been hearing about somebody coming in and nobody ain't coming in, get ready. That's what I feel like's going on here. Get ready. The results are showing up. Okay. So, and again, for some of you, this will be internal, like you're really feeling that shift in your heart chakra where you can give and receive love. And for others of you, this is about you coming out of absence, the absence of love, the absence of what I'm really hearing is the absence of fear. You're coming into love because you're having absence of fear. The fear is not going to be there. It's going to be gone, right? You're letting go of the fear. So that's what these unicorns are helping you to do. Step into your light in a way that it's absence of fear. So that when you meet the person or the situation or you have the internal epiphany, you're ready to receive it. You're ready to be like, okay, I can trust this feeling, whether it's an internal feeling or an external feeling, right? I can trust it because it's time. I've done the work. I've made the choices and decisions I needed to make, whatever it is, right? I feel like this Leo new moon is a new opportunity and a new beginning that is bringing you the connection. Okay. Yeah. The Hierophant joined together. And I actually, if you are part of my Guidance 311 group, this was actually card number 2 this morning. So if you're not, you can go there and read this whole explanation of the Hierophant. But yes, it is time to join together. So with like-minded people, but also with your most compatible soulmate, soul tribe, friend group, work situation, whatever it is. Because a lot of you are changing jobs right now because you're being bounced out of work situations that are just energetically don't match you. They don't fit you. I actually had someone recently start a new job and she was like, oh my God, I've never been in this situation before. It's beautiful. People get along. Everybody works together. It's very cooperative. They want to hear your ideas. Like she was just blown away. And I was like, that's where you fit. That's where you needed to be. And that's what I feel like is coming for many, many of you who are like, this career didn't work out. This job didn't work out. I don't know why. Well, this is why, because you're being bounced into, all right, out of what didn't match you into what will match you. It's all about frequency, guys. At the end of the day, it all comes down to frequency. So you're going to be coming into people and situations that feel so different in such a positive way if you allow it. But you got to be willing to make the change. You got to be willing to take a little bit of a leap of faith in some instances. But card number 3, that's what's coming. That's what you're being brought to. So there they are, guys. There they are. Oh, we need to get you some advice. Card number 3. We need to get you some advice. That whole message that came through, I think it got me discombobulated. And like all of you, I'm actually going to go through back and listen to it too, because when I'm channeling like that, I don't hear everything I'm saying or everything that's coming through because it's not me. It's totally not me. All right. The advice for card number 3, please, Spirit, for this new moon in Leo. All right, I got 2. I'm going to take them. Oh, I love it. Card number 3, there it is. It's time. Yep. Expect miracles. It's time to expect miracles and miracles don't have to be the huge, overarching, miraculous, oh my God, everybody look at this. Sometimes the miracles are small, that you feel a new way you never thought you would feel. See, the thing is, guys, when you're coming out of survival mode, when you're coming into the energy and frequency of love, see, you've never been there before, so you don't know what that feels like. You don't know how good that feels. When you've not had the frequency of deserving, of worthiness, of power, authentic power, you don't know how good that feels. You've never been there before. This is a situation where you don't know what you don't know. And that's why these miracles are going to be feeling miraculous, because things are going to be showing up in a way that feels so good and so unexpected that it can only be a miracle in your mind, because you didn't know this existed. You didn't know this existed. And it's now coming in because it is your time to know that it exists, to be authentically powerful, to deserve good, joyful, harmonious, loving people, situations, partners. It's time. That was one of the huge epiphanies for me after, while going through my journey of self-discovery and healing, right? I'd been so emotionally neglected from such an early age that I had no idea what it felt like to be given to unconditionally. Resources, opportunities, love. So when I started receiving those things, they did feel like miracles, because I had no idea. Most everybody else, this was their reality. I didn't know that reality existed. And I want you to know that reality exists. Good morning, Law Family. Awesome, Tracy. All right. I'm going to read this second one that you got, because it's composure. And I think Kyle Gray does this much more justice than I would be able to. And I got to find the book. Oh, it's underneath. Okay. Take time to gather your thoughts and energy, because there's a good chance that you're experiencing a buildup of frustration and annoyance at this time. You are a passionate, loving, and joyful being, but at the same time, you don't want to be taken for granted or underestimated. The warrior within you wants to rise up and fight, or at least prove your skills, talents, and worth. But drawing this card indicates that right now, you're not going to be respected or heard in the way that you deserve. Angel wisdom is guiding you to retreat, reflect, and compose yourself before proceeding further. So take time to ask your angels and guides to help you compose your thoughts and your energy. Know that the divine hand of God is upon the situation and everyone involved, and there's no need to worry about anyone's karma but your own. Just retreat, refuel, and regain your composure. So the extended message. This card encourages you to step into the energy of equanimity. Equanimity is a Zen-like state in which you refrain from reacting to a situation out of fear and separation. Right now, angels of pure divine light are helping you feel guided and guarded, and encourage you to recognize that you have an incredible force of love within you, because you do. And some of you have been so disconnected from it that when you do start to feel it, it will feel overwhelming and miraculous. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. Like I said, I can't believe this Leo energy we are in, whether it's the 8888 portal, whether it's just Leo season. I think the overall energy and message that I keep getting is like new opportunity and rebirthing. And so whatever you're being called to do, it's going to be uncomfortable, but it's going to be so impactful in such a beautiful way. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much. Those of you watching on the replay, please #replay. Thank you. Thank you for the likes, the shares. Please subscribe. YouTube channel is growing and it's beautiful. Community is growing and it's beautiful. And all of you who are here, I appreciate every single one of you. Whether you're letting me know you're not here or not, I feel your energy. So welcome. All right, guys.